This video is for our kindergarten and first grade leaders for August week 1. And as you can tell, our parent cues have changed a little bit for the month of August. Each week, you'll have a different parent cue to hand out to kids. So this first week, our story is about the faith of the Roman commander, and our bottom line is show respect to God because He's in charge of everything. So you'll want to make sure that every kid in your group gets one of these each week that they take home. Our life app for the month is showing others they are important by what you say and do. So it's respect. And our memory verse for this month is show proper respect. And you're going to bow forward to everyone and put both arms out to the side. 1 Peter 2:17. So this week, just please make sure that you're here at 8:30 and 10:30 to pray for your kids and to just kind of gather together and huddle before the kids start rolling in at 8:40 and 10:40. And when kids start coming in, as you're playing with your toys and making sure that you get to know their names and filling out your little attendance sheet, here's some icebreaker questions that you can ask. Just asking, what does it mean when someone's in charge? What kinds of things do people that are in charge do? Who's in charge of you? And are you in charge of anything? And then your little intro game, you're going to teach the kids, you're going to have them sit in a circle, and you're going to teach them this little rhythm where they go on their legs, and they do pat, pat, and then they clap their hands. So, and then clap. And then to have them keep doing, and while you're doing it, say, God is love, God is creator, and have the kids come up with other things to maybe say, or they can repeat something that they've already heard. That's totally fine. And then just finish the last one by saying, God is in charge. And then you can close by saying, guys, that was a fun game, and it was great to hear all of those things about God. You guys said that God was a creator, and that God is loving, and God is forgiving, whatever they said. And at the very end, I said God is in charge. So we're going to go to large group today where we're going to hear more about that. And large group this week, we're hoping to have it back in the Oak Ridge Kids Theater, but we'll see if that actually happens. Odds are it will not be there. So we're just going to have to play it by ear this week. Then when you go back from large group, our review activity is called Everything, and you're going to have a huge piece of butcher paper on your cart, and you're going to have the kids gather around it and then set out the markers, and the kids are just going to create a huge landscape. So you want them to draw trees and flowers and animals and people and clouds and sun and rain, whatever they want. And while they're working, you're just going to ask them to name the things that God is in charge of, which should be everything on your paper. And if they have space, if you have space on your wall, which you do because now kindergarten is in one room and first grade is in another room, you're just going to put the drawing on the wall as a reminder that God is in charge of everything. And then what you're going to say is, guys, we discovered that God is in charge of all the things that are in your picture. And what are some other things that God's in charge of? Yeah, He's in charge of everything. He created everything and He's in charge of it all. So we need to remember to show respect to God because He's in charge of everything. So then for the memory verse review, go ahead and help your kids find the memory verse in their Bibles this week using these tips for kindergartners and first graders. And then once you find it, you're going to practice the verse together with the motions a few times. It's a really short verse, so they should catch on fast. And then you're going to do this little song with it. So you're going to say, show proper respect to everyone. 1 Peter 2:17. And so you're just going to do the little rhythm because this whole month is about drumline, lots of rhythm stuff. So then you're just going to say, we should show proper respect to everybody because that's, we should show proper respect to everyone, and that starts with God. So why are we supposed to respect God? What's our bottom line? Yeah, we need to respect Him because He's in charge of everything. And then to close down with your prayer, you're just going to have the kids gather back around that butcher paper that you drew on and have them put their hand on one thing that's on the picture and then give each kid time to thank God for being in charge of whatever it is that they're touching. So thank you, God, for being in charge of the birds. And this is just a really easy prayer, so encourage kids to say it out loud. But if there's somebody that's nervous or doesn't want to do it, that's fine. They don't have to. And then you can just close out your time together with this prayer below. And as parents come, you can even have them come into the classroom to get their kids from the small group this week. Since there will be, way fewer kids in here, we can invite parents into the room. Small group leaders, we would love for you to greet the parents, to meet them, and then to show them what's on the wall. And make sure that they all get a memory verse card and a parent cue for this week. So that's it, guys. Lots of big changes happening in the kids ministry. The kindergartners will be in the very, very, very far left room that's new. No one's used it yet because it's been filled with a bunch of stuff. And the first graders will be in the second room down. So you guys will be split up this week. It's going to feel like there's hardly any kids in the classroom, which will be nice. And I'm super excited about it. So thank you guys so much for serving. Be praying about getting more kindergarten small group leaders. We still need about 4 more kindergarten small group leaders and 1 more first grade small group leader. So just pray that God brings those people and puts them in the right place. Thank you guys for serving, and I'll see you on Sunday.